welcome to what day is it? Thursday. The Thursday edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulo, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration FM. Yes, we are celebrating West Ham for winning the Europa Conference League. Last night we were celebrating David Moyes as well. Yes, this is the Premier League Zone, so we're celebrating the success of Premier League teams. I don't know how that will be next week though, because there's a lot of beefing in this place for Man City. We'll talk about that though later on. But we're happy for West Ham. They defeated Fiorentina to win the Europa Conference League. We'll do a review of that game on the show today. We'll also be looking at all the transfer gists making the round. Some really good moves are being made by all the clubs in England. We're talking about that as well. Plus, normally Thursdays are our fantasy day, but the league season is over, but the guys who won have not sent in their details yet. Our top three, let me just make the announcement one more time. Lingard, Leviosa, Benga, Sonola, you finished top. You've won some money. Living La Vida, Roca, that's Aidan Mena, you're second. And then team of the season, that's Kenneth Oshukeye, you are third as well. So these are the guys who have won. We're still waiting for you to send us your details, and then of course we'll sort you out with some money. That's how it is actually. So quickly do that so you can get your money. Anyway, did I say my name before? Anthony Ajulo is my name. I'm not alone. Buddy Bruno is in the studio with me. Buddy, how are you doing today? You feeling all right?
I feel good.
Are you sure?
White Thursday morning.
It's been a bit wet week actually.
Yeah, it's been a wet week, and pretty chilling here as well. So good to be on the show once again.
All right. Let's just let's talk about West Ham, buddy. Let's talk about West Ham. Finally, after so many years, after so many tries, David Moyes has a trophy. West Ham themselves, after so many years, after so many tries, they have a trophy as well. And it was 2-1 yesterday.
Yeah.
Ben Rama and of course Jared Bowen with the goals for West Ham. Giacomo Bonaventura with the goal for Fiorentina at the end of the day. But you can say it was deserved at the end of the day. They've been really good in this competition.
Maybe the results wasn't a clear reflection of the performance on the night, because Fiorentina had, decent chances to have won this one. But again, I think at the end of the day, hard work paid off for West Ham United. They stuck to the game plan. They weren't so concerned about the possession. Okay, Fiorentina, you can have the ball, but we would have to do what we have to do to ensure that we get a result here. And the goals for West Ham actually came at the right time.
Yep.
When Benrahma put them up via penalty. Personally, I do feel that penalty was quite harsh, but again, the rules will remain the rules. And Jared Bowen getting that winner late on, all but put the icing on the cake. Overall, no one can question how good West Ham have been all through the Conference League. Maybe on the night, Fiorentina were a bit disappointing, but for David Moyes, with all the pressure that he has shouldered right from the start of the season, there were talks that he might be sacked. There's still talks that he might still leave West Ham United, but again, to crown it all with the Conference League title is just a very good one for West Ham, and most of these players as well. Declan Rice on his way out of the club, I think it's a way to just bow out eventually. So for West Ham United, it was a great night.
It was a great night for West Ham United, and then Europa League next season.
Yeah.
So with this one done now, will they still fire, or should they still fire David Moyes?
Was it the case, or is it the case of David Moyes being fired? I think it's more of the talk of Moyes not even wanting to remain as manager of West Ham United. I think he does feel that the club ain't supporting him enough in terms of the right kind of players he would need. Look at that defense. We've had players in that team that's been there for a very long time.
Okay, let me rephrase that question now. Should they allow David Moyes walk away, or should they give him what he's asking for?
It's about time they give him what he wants. Basically, you can't want to conquer the Europa League next season and not reinforce. Yes, there are players there like Paqueta and the rest of them, but again, I think the defense is one area where West Ham would want to strengthen. And of course, for Declan Rice that will be leaving as well, they also need to find a replacement. For David Moyes, maybe he's just basically frustrated, but I think now that he's won the Conference League, he does have the bargaining chip to say, West Ham, do this or I'll walk away.
Okay.
So wait and see how it all pans out over the summer.
All right, we'll see what happens with West Ham. Going National, we have seen your name. You have to give us confirmation and proof that you're actually Wingardium Leviosa. So send us a screenshot of your team, of your score, to show that you can actually access that account. And then, of course, would let me see there. He has sent the screenshot actually. Very, very, very
Swift one.
Does this count? No, you have to get into your account. I can see this. This is the normal thing. Access your account, log into your account, and send us details from inside your account.
And your final your final
team, your final score.
The same thing now. We just need the page that actually shows that this is your account.
This is your account. Come on now. Let's try and be.
No, up and away here.
No, we're not doing.
It's not allowed
here. So please, this is what everybody can see now.
Yeah.
We want proof that because only you can access your account at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So send us proof that it's you. So we're still waiting, but we have seen your message. Send us the proof, and of course, we will proceed from there. Right. Let's just talk about some transfers making rounds before we continue with our calls and messages. Let's us go to let's start with Manchester United first of all, before we go to transfers actually. 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐜𝐭𝐞𝐝, he's made a final offer. It's the 5th bid he's making to United, and apparently it's a take it or leave it offer. And the deadline is Friday. If they don't accept it by Friday, he's moving on. He's withdrawing the offer. He's not returning, and he's moving on. Apparently this is the way to go, because I don't understand why the Glazers are just dilly-dallying over this deal.
I think they're dilly-dallying because they are getting what they want at this point in time. Just a 5th bid, very, very juicy, Anthony, if you ask me. In the range which the Glazers have asked, $6.5 million, and of course still committed to the 100% ownership at Manchester United. And also we're hearing that for Old Trafford and Carrington, they are actually or is actually budgeting $1 billion to renovate at the stadium and upgrade at the training ground. Also, some other monies as well. And you look at the fact that at this point in time, as at March, United are currently in debt of £969.9 million. And if the Qatari bid is saying, okay, we'll clear all of this debt and still ensure that we give you guys $6.5 million, I think it's a deal that the Glazers should be, diving on. Yeah. But again, apparently, like the rumors have had it over time, that they seem to be leaning towards that of Jim Ratcliffe. Yeah. Because he has said, okay, you guys used to be, part owners of the club. And I think for that reason, it doesn't just make sense at this point in time. Yes, 𝐒𝐭𝐿 has every right to say, sorry, guys, I'm offering this now. And if you guys do not oblige or give me a response before Friday, then I'll be walking away. I think it's still long days for Manchester United fans ahead, because there'll still be a lot of wailing and crying and complaints, because I don't think the Glazers are ready at this moment to let the club go. All right,
let's go to Aston Villa. We hear they have made an official approach to Villarreal for Pau Torres. They need defensive reinforcements, and I think Pau Torres worked with it was Sevilla. Pau Torres worked with Unai Emery.
Yes, they won the Europa League together. Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. They're making a move there, and they're also looking at Hendrik Laporte and Harry Maguire from Manchester United. And for City,
wait, wouldn't it be funny having Tyrone Mings and Maguire in the same thing?
That's calamity galore.
And
if Laporte leaves City, they'll make an attempt for Josko Vardiol from RB Leipzig. So we'll see how that goes for Manchester City. Over at Chelsea, N'Golo Kante, he's done his medical at Al-Ittihad, and that deal could be done really, really soon. And I wonder why did you not give him a contract at Chelsea, though? It's just surprising to me.
You look at the fact that during the season, it was so evident that Kante's legs are gone. I don't think Kante at this moment can offer what he offered 3 or 4 seasons ago at Chelsea. And maybe should have joined a modest club, maybe in Europe, maybe the French League or something. But at this point in time, so like I said yesterday on the show, he has seen it all. He's won it all at this moment as well. So, making some good money into his purse wouldn't be a bad idea. Right. So go to Saudi Arabia. good for him.
All right, more power to him, I guess. More power to him. Let's still stick with Chelsea and exits. Here Ruben Loftus-Cheek could be leaving as well. AC Milan are interested and they're talking to Chelsea for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So we'll see how. Well, quick question though, very quickly. It seems like the Serie A has become a refuge for unwanted English players. We've seen
Fikayo Tomori.
We've seen Tammy Abraham. We've seen Ashley Young go to Inter Milan and win a title with Inter Milan as well when Antonio Conte was there.
Yeah.
Chris Smalling has captained Roma a few times this season as well. Rebuilt his career over there at Inter Milan. Why is that though? At Roma, I mean, why is that? Why has this Serie A become a refuge for unwanted English players?
Oh well, I do feel and check out the players that have made that move to the Serie A. Almost all of them have that physical presence. Maybe bar Ashley Young, but again, you cannot question a player like Ashley Young's work rate. It all boils down to the work rate. And if you have that embedded in you, then definitely you can survive in the Serie A. Good height as well for most of these players. And if you're thinking of living in England, of course, the Serie A is another league to look at. And it's just so nice that players from England have been considered to come be a part of the Serie A. I don't know how well they've done in the La Liga, but in the Serie A, I think they've tried so far.
All right. For Chinedu that asked for Arsenal news, was it Chinedu? Collins that asked for Arsenal news. Well, we hear that Arsenal will, at some point before the weekend, Arsenal will table a bid of £90 million for Declan Rice.
You don't have the money
now that he has left.
90 million.
I
don't have the money.
Do
Arsenal have the money?
I think they will. They do. They're a fairly rich club. I'm sure they do. And if it's their main target this season, then why not? Why not go for him? But again, the thing is, Bayern Munich are interested in the player as well. So we'll see who gets him at the end of the day. I think all of this just favors West Ham. It's a bidding war for a player and the prices will only go up at the end of the day. So, we'll see how that goes eventually.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.